Hello, my name is Eugenia, and I am so happy that you have decided to join me in this meditation. Every week, I host a call for my breath family around the world. We like to start with a short meditation. Many of them have asked me if I could share the meditation so they could do it through the rest of the week. So here it is, available for anybody that wants to connect deeper with their breath and meditation. I invite you to find a comfortable and relaxed position for yourself. I also invite you to explore a little bit more about the principles of transformational breath, which are fundamental for these meditations. You can follow the link below to have a guided exercise to learn these basic principles. Get comfortable and let's get started. Notice the more you go and you visit your breath and your meditation, it is easier for you to connect with it. Completely smooth and soft for you to just go to the center of yourself and be relaxed. It's totally effortless for you to have a gentle, connected breath. This is your natural flow. And you know in your heart, this will be the flow that will be with you through the whole day, through the whole week. For this is your true nature, a loving, peaceful being. You are relaxed and connected. You are enjoying yourself now and every minute of every day. Everything you do and everything you think is coated in this warm, peaceful light that you feel right now. This is the natural flow of you, of light. All the muscles in your body are completely relaxed. This relaxation is your natural state. It is who you are. You let this shower you completely. Feel this relaxation covering you softly like a blanket, spreading warmth through your body, bringing light to your heart, bringing clarity to your mind. And it is in this space of clarity of the mind that you can bring forth an intention for yourself. Saying clearly what is in your highest good, at your highest service for today, for the rest of your week. feeling how your heart fills itself with joy, with this clarity and direction. You feel how this direction and clarity create more space in your heart to radiate with love. And you embrace it, receive it, accept it. In this space of light and love, I invite you now to gently bring yourself back, to breathe deeply and softly, to take a deep breath and open your eyes on the exhale, and to stretch the body a little bit. Good morning, beloveds. I am going to unmute all of you now so we can. So I'm going to bring my reflection to you because it feels appropriate to what people just shared. I've been, in general, just observing a very positive attitude from all our family, like really going forward, challenging yourselves, looking the inner reflections, and just in general, a lot of love and positive energy into the world and inside and our own personal growth. And recently I received and well, I've been actually emailing with her for a few weeks now from one of our trainers. And she feels very, very strongly um, that working online is not a positive thing. She's actually, her son is in a special school system where he will not be in touch with any technological devices like smartphones, computers, tablets, or anything until he's 12 years old, because they believe that it creates many different things in the brain, but especially to the soul of the child. So therefore, as parents who are in this educational system, they do not use a computer a lot, because you cannot ask your child not to use it when you're in it all the time. And, they have a very strong belief around it. So being in this time right now where we're all connecting online has brought a lot of emotions for her and a very harsh judgment about the act of having this need. Thank you, Pipa, for the links. So everybody, if you want to copy it and paste it, because sometimes you cannot access the chat after the fact. So then the act of having to be online, and she brings forth two reflections, which is this need for us to stay connected when the world is saying, don't stay connected, stay within. And then the other one is that she feels there's like an evilness to this online space and connection. Not like, oh, it's the devil or anything like that, but like there's no positive energy there. Like there's a space that she doesn't want to be a part of, and she doesn't feel strongly that could bring anything good. And I actually respect and understand her point of view, and I don't want to get into that, like, oh, is the internet evil or are we like going into our need of connecting? We can get into that another day. My reflection was around the space that we are in. And it brought me a really interesting reflection because when we are setting up for a session, we set up our space and we make it into a very special area for us, right? Like we spend time looking at our space and putting our backjack matching our mat and our blankets and our pillows and weaving flowers and those of us that do trainings, oh my goodness, with like the whole classroom and the venue and the air, it's like a whole thing, right? We spend a lot of time in our space. And then we always ask you that before you come into your session, you get in there and you get grounded and you do whatever you need to
to open the windows and the air should be clean. Like we really talk a lot about the space, right? It should be professional and many things. We share a lot. And then I thought, okay, here we talked about, creating a nice visual. Like I have my little flowers and very neutral. We talked about that. But then it never hit me that our space is not just my space and the client's space. Our space is the whole connection, like the global internet. We are entering into this space. And I'm so grateful for what this trainer shared with me because her point of view and her fears around the evilness of the internet and all the bad things it can bring, it just made me think really, really strongly about how much good it could also bring. Because that's always my tendencies. Like I'm always moving towards the light, and I feel that that's what this work is about. But it also brought the awareness that I was kind of feeling I'm here in my room, in my house, and my client is there in the room, in their house, and we are connected, right? But what I wasn't clear about is that we are electronically connected. And I just thought, how interesting is that? Because we're always talking about the vibration and the frequency of the body, how we are energy and everything around us is energy, and we're not really separated. Like to me, that is so clear in my mind. Like I am this computer and I am this chair and I am the dog who's barking in the kitchen. Like there's no question in my head at all. But having this connection being literally manifested physically through the electronic connection of the internet, that is just a whole other layer. I was like, oh my mind was just like sparkling and exploding. And my thought was, okay, here we have a very solid physical, energetic connection, right? All right. It's real. Okay. So I am entering with my intention to be there with my client. I am entering into this physical electronic connection that is as real as the light bulb that is on. Okay. We know electricity was not created in that light bulb, it was created somewhere really, really far away. And transmitted to wires and systems and made this size so it can work with my light bulb. Okay, so it is as real as that. And then I thought, what should be our level of awareness when entering into this physical space? And then realizing as well, not only I need to be aware of my level of awareness and my connection with that individual, but with everybody who's in that network. Mhm. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be affected by the energy of everybody, but it does mean that I am part of that connection now. It does mean that I can contribute to the frequency of that energetic connection that is touching so many people in the world right now. And what we are doing in that space when we're doing that session, it's a beautiful service. We are getting there with the intention to integrate, to work with the highest good. We're saying our invocations. We are creating that space of light and love, of the highest good for us, of us, those two that are connecting. But that means I am putting that intention in that field. And and that was very humbling to me. That was very touching to me because it just really brought home the unity and the connection of humans in this present time. Mhm. So my friend, the trainer, she's worried that we're losing ourselves in this, that we're losing ourselves in this digital world. And I just felt with that awareness because I sat with it in meditation. When somebody brings to me such a strong emotion, I like to sit with it. I like to say I don't want to just respond, I would like to sit with it. And in that meditation, I just really felt that there's always a space to get lost. I can get lost in my house, I can get lost in the park, I can get lost in the city, and I can always find myself. I really felt that there's a great opportunity for us to create a path of light in the network. And I know people have been meditating and breathing and doing so many things online for so many years. So there is so much light in there. But there's something about coming in with this intention to serve from the highest good, removing our mind and allowing the breath to just be of service to others. Mhm. And then I just felt that it would be so powerful to extend that not just to our work. And I don't mean when we're working with our client, but I mean before the session. We set up our space, we set up our camera, our lights, and everything. And now I'm gonna do my facilitator intention before I go into that session. Can I go a little beyond that and just extend that intention to nurture this electronic channel that I'm tapping into? And that's what's been roaming in my brain for a few days. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and hear from you around this because I feel that she might not be the only one having these questions. Are we really doing a service, or are we preventing people from going within and connecting with themselves, which is her biggest worry? She feels the world is saying stop, and we're not stopping, we keep moving. And seems to be human nature to just keep moving. It's just about how do we move.